G'day everyone, it's me and Charlie. Say hello, Charlie. No, you're a bit quiet now. You weren't so quiet yesterday when you opened up the live. Cheeky bugger he is, eh? Pretending you're a cat. Okay. He's been following me around like a lost puppy, although he's a cat, all day today. It's really good. Anywhere I walk inside, Charlie will follow me. And anywhere I walk outside in the backyard, Terry's duck, Sonic, that she raised from an egg herself, follows me everywhere. So and if one of the cats comes up to say hello, Sonic will chase it away so he can bite me instead. He's got his duck bill and he's jamming on my fingers as hard as he can. It doesn't hurt, but although he did bruise Terry's arm the other day, but he gets stuck in, but he lets you rub his chest and stuff like that. But he just loves, yeah. And there's a gate out the back, and so I hear this knocking, so I go out to check, and then it's him knocking on the gate, and for me to put my hand over so he can bite it. A strange duck, but a very, very cool duck. And Charlie's a cool cat, so he's been pretty good. He's been intrigued with the kittens, actually. He sits up there and just watches them, as if to say, they're little. You forget you were a kitten once, didn't you? Hey? Okay, this isn't about me and my cat, although I love my cat. As I said, I haven't owned a cat for a while, so, but fantastic stuff. And he doesn't do much. It's not like he does a vacuuming or anything, but he's a good cat. He always sits beside me. Anytime I sit down, he's there. It's great. It's nice to have a companion. So, yeah, so it's good stuff. All right, enough about Charlie. Enough about you, hey? Yeah. If I stroke him too much, he bites me, which is... So, don't you, eh? Yeah. Okay, now I'll stop talking about Charlie. I'm a boy with a toy, I guess. But animals are a bigger responsibility. I do new respect for Terry in terms of looking after all these animals that she looks after. How she does that, 3 kids, and crochets those blankets, it's beyond me. I mean, I'm sure after a while you get into a routine, but my God, she is busy. Makes me feel very lazy when I see what she has to do every day. But it still manages to do the posts in Bitcoin Ascension and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm glad she's having a holiday. So it looks like she's having a good time and watching the videos, the kids at the beach, and then they're dancing tonight. They're at a club, and they're not like a club, it's like a club where the kids are allowed to go, obviously, for meals and things. And the kids were dancing, and she's taking videos of that. And they're pretty cool dancers, actually. Not bad for 8 years old, and Katie's 8. So, yeah, not bad at all. But yeah, I'm glad she's getting a bit of break. I haven't heard from Juliet today, obviously, because she would have had the wedding. So I haven't heard from her. I've talked to Elaine, which is cool. Always like talking to Elaine. She's always very excited. Elaine and I had some in-depth talks about Bitcoin Ascension and sort of where I want to take it, and without giving away too much. And you know, she's become a very, very big believer in what Bitcoin Ascension's all about. She trusts me, which is a hell of a responsibility for people to trust you. As you well know, it takes a long time to gain someone's trust and only a second to destroy it. And I'm hoping I still have all your trust and everything like that. As I said, I'm not running away anywhere. Yeah, this is a pain in the backside and all that. But in terms of the greater scheme of things, I'm not worried at all. I've put a matrix together before. If I have to do it myself again, I will. But no one loses their position. So it's not like you have a recurring payment or anything like that, thank God. But no one's lost their money, so don't worry about it. So, no, that's all good. So don't worry about that part of it. I want to have it up this week. As I said, even if I have to do it myself and sit up for days and days, I told Terry that. And she says, well, if you need some help, you know, her and I will work around the clock to get it all done, you know. One thing about Terry, once you show her how to do something, bang, it's done. Speaking of that, Elaine showed me Jane Trail. I got your name right. I'm terrible with names. Knitted a cat blanket. It looks really, really cool. So, thanks for that, Jane. It looks really, really good. I can't knit or crochet or anything like that. Can't even play the drums. Look, I'll try. See, they're crochet needles. No, I can't play the drums. So, I'm not very clever. Oh, Charlie seemed interested. Maybe he can play the drums. You know, Elaine and I have been talking, and you know, she sees a great future with Bitcoin Ascension, and that's why she gets all G'd up and everything, because she really, really believes in it. It's not about oh, I want to recruit you, I want to keep you in this group or anything like that, because we all know I've never said anything against people trying other programs and things like that. I've given you advice over the months so you don't get caught in some of the horrible ones where you've paid out way too much and haven't received anything back. I don't want that to happen to you, but I will never ever say anything against people trying things. Simple as that. We're not here to say you're mine and that's it. You can't go anywhere else. You're stuck with me, and that's it. That's not freedom. And we're all about the freedom, aren't we? That's what we're trying to create in the world. So that's why that's why our Bitcoin Ascension isn't a program, but it is an organisation. And when I have the money that I need to register it as an organisation, I will, because it does cost money, and you can't just register it in one country. You've got to register it in a few worldwide, to be honest, so no one else can take it from you. So you've got to be very, very careful how you do it. I've received some great advice on how to do that, so that's what we will be doing. Right now we don't have to. We're not big enough that anyone's looking at us saying, oh, we can take over that and use it for our own means. So that's all cool. But once we do get big enough, obviously I'll have the money to, bang, off I go. So many things I want to do. As I said, we'll be an organisation that will be helping the world without it costing you a penny, but you'll also be making money at the same time. All I really require from you is to spread the word of Bitcoin Ascension. That's basically it. Share it with people, get them to join. They'll come into the matrix and everything else that we'll be doing if they can afford to. As I said, I'll be bringing other things. One may not suit them, the other will, that sort of thing. But the main thing is to get Bitcoin Ascension seen everywhere, and to obviously help people around the world, and animals and other things, environmental, all that sort of thing. We don't, the marine people forget. We look after our cats and our dogs and things. And a lot of us forget about the marine life, like in Australia, as I well know, the Great Barrier Reef is a beautiful place, full of life and all that sort of thing. We don't want oil all through it, and things like that. So there's lots to be done, and there's lots we can do. Someone suggested to me today, they said, well, I know you've got something in mind for where we don't have to pay anything to be able to save the world, but once we're earning, can we put in something each month, even if it's only $1. And I said, yeah, of course you can. Of course you can. It won't be a requirement, but it'll be a thing. It'd be great if we had a few million people in at this time next year. We had a few million or 5 million people in. We're earning from the way I'm trying to do it, where we're helping the world and we'll be showing the world what we're doing. And if everyone is putting in $1 a month or something like that from their earnings, not out of their pocket, but from their earnings, then how much can we get done? It's insane how much we can get done. And you think, oh, millions of people, we've only got about 7,000 now. It all starts from one person, guys. It all starts from one person. We're nearly 6 months in, and we've had a month off, basically, in terms of, earning and things like that. But in 6 months, we've, over 1,000 people a month have come into the group, on average, say. I think we're doing pretty bloody well. And obviously once the matrix is up and running, we'll get a lot more interest and go from there. And to be honest, once we relaunch, not if, once we relaunch, and people are getting paid and showing their proof of payments and things like that, I think Bitcoin Ascension will take on a viral aspect, mainly because it's been around for 6 months, which gets people interested. We've never, ever stopped advertising. Even with the matrix down, we've never stopped advertising. Okay? They're seeing it all the time. And now that you people, I hope, have a better understanding of where I'm coming from, what I want Bitcoin Ascension to be, but I also want you earning, but I also want to save in the world without it costing you anything, I hope you can explain that to other people as well. Because, I don't like the cliche no-brainer too much. It's overused these days, because a lot of these horrible programs use the word, oh, this is a no-brainer. Yeah, in other words, they want the people with no brains at all to join them, so I don't like using no-brainer, but I'm hoping it's easier to understand it, and anyone coming in, it's not going to kill them to come in. If they care about the world or even just want to earn an income, this is a place to be, because we've got the most positive group I've ever seen in the world. And I'm sure there's other positive groups out there, don't get me wrong, but it's the most positive group I've ever seen. So, and I get that from a lot of people. I can't believe, even new people, I can't believe how positive this group is. And I've been in so many groups over the years, trying my luck, so to speak, and they're all great for the first month, and after that, that really dies off. It either dies off in terms of communication, or it dies off in the attitude. The positivity is not there, and it goes less and less and less. I now have more people watching my lives than I had when we were going strong. So, what is that telling you? The attitude is still there. The belief is still there, and the positivity is still there. I know some people are nervous, and some people go, I've seen this happen before, and it's going to... Yes, we've seen this sort of thing happen before, time and time and time again. But how often did you have a founder talking on the live? How often were they selling their merchandise still? If they were just going to do a runner. I'm not trying to make a quick buck out of the merchandise. Last thing you want is to be reminded of Bitcoin Ascension if you were out there to scam everyone. You don't want to see that on a T-shirt. You really, really don't. I'd feel guilty as sin. I'm guilty as sin if I take an extra cookie. I'm shocking. Terry said, have whatever you like here that's in the fridge or the cupboard or anything like that. I was really peckish last night, and she had a Galaxy bar of chocolate in the fridge. I thought, oh yeah, I'm going to eat that. So I've been eating that, but I replaced it. See, Terry wouldn't mind me having that bar of chocolate. She wouldn't say anything about it, because she'd already said, just help yourself to anything. But I felt bad, so I went down to the shop and I bought the exact same bar, so it's in the fridge. I replaced it, even though I didn't have to. It's just, that's me. So if you think I'm trying to scam you, think again. I get too embarrassed just taking a bar of chocolate out of a fridge from someone I've known for 9 years, let alone a perfect stranger. So, it's pretty amazing. The positivity in this group's been great, and I'm loving it. And it's just it's hard to explain exactly how it makes me feel. It's sort of like euphoric in a sense that you wake up in the morning, even though you're having your problems and things like that, and everyday life problems as well as the business side. And, and you need money coming in, and, you've got to pay bills and everything like that. I mean, I was broke before Bitcoin Ascension, so, I don't blame Bitcoin Ascension for me not having money, but I'd love it up and running, so I was earning money, considering I'm about to get half a Bitcoin once we go live, although I share that with Tom. So, but if we don't tell him, I might keep it on. No, I won't do that. He'll find out. He's very good that way. You wake up in the morning, and no matter what the problems are, I feel really good that I can get up and come on Facebook and I see positive comments, positive posts, new ads being created, advertising everywhere, commenting on that. Even when people are on holiday, they're still commenting. In the chat today, they were talking about the World Cup of football, or soccer in some countries it's called. I don't know who's winning. I haven't watched any of it. I don't know who won between Australia and France, although I did see my son's post regarding the first goal France made, and apparently the guy dived. So, if my son said he dived, he must have dived. My son knows all about diving. So, he's seen a few people do it over the years. He doesn't dive, though. He's too damn honest. I tried to teach him, but he wouldn't listen. So I don't know who won. So if anyone can tell me who won between Australia and France, please let me know. But we have people from all over the country, all over the world in Bitcoin Ascension. So you've got Nigeria, you've got France, you've got Germany, you've got the US, who've got a very strong team. You've got Australia, of course. You've got the English, who always put together a strong team, but haven't been lucky enough to win it. And I'm pretty sure it's you guys who invented football, so there might be something wrong there. I suppose look at the cricket as well. Sorry, English, I didn't mean to have a go at you, but stop inventing sports. You've got to be really good at them. It's amazing. We sort of have like a World Cup of people in Bitcoin Ascension, because I think we represent so many different countries. We have got Spanish, and we have got people from Brazil in here. So New Zealand, of course, and Japan, and Qatar, Dubai as well. A few Saudi Arabians, I think. I'm not sure who's in the World Cup. As I said, I haven't even seen the list, but there's a lot of countries in there, and I like to see us as like a World Cup sort of thing, without all the corruption, but a World Cup in Bitcoin Ascension. And so I love seeing the chat and them all talking about the games and everything like that. That's what the chat's for, as long as it's positive. you know, I mean, you can say, oh, I can't believe we lost or anything like that, or, you know, what was that umpire or referee on about, and things like that. I don't mind that sort of stuff, but it's all positive and it's all good in there, and it's a fun place to be, actually. It's good to have just a general conversation about anything you like. It doesn't have to be about Bitcoin Ascension. We don't talk about other businesses, of course, but, just about general life, because we are sort of a family. We sort of get in there and we have a chat. So if you're not in the chat and you want to be in the chat, let Elaine know, and she'll get you in there. It's a nice little chat room, and as I said, very, very positive in there, and I'm loving it. Now, I see Elaine has put up a competition, and it's a 2-part competition. This is in gear for us relaunching, of course, and she wants the I've been paid sort of payment proof ads, like pictures and wording sort of thing, like in an ad, like a billboard. So you've been paid. Now she wants the most creative one. She showed me one already that was just done on a phone, without all the computer graphics at your fingertips. So yeah, she's got that going to see who makes the best one, and there's a second prize, and I can't remember what's that for. A second part to the competition. So there'll be a winner of that and winner of the second part of it. Elaine will tell you. I saw her talking about it this morning, and I can't remember what the second part is. See, that's happened when I don't know what the prize is, to be honest. But I don't think it really matters. I think once you've been paid, there's prize enough. I suppose it'd be coming up. But when we do relaunch, I really want a nice big saturation, and especially with the payments, because as I said, once we relaunch and we've tested everything works, so you may see the site go back up, and everyone say, I haven't been paid yet. It's because we'll be checking it to make sure everything's syncing right once we put it back onto the website. But I'll let you know, obviously. And so we'll want to have those pictures and those ads being shared by everyone. As I said, when we go to relaunch and we're about to hit the button for relaunch, I'll do a live on my timeline, because I've got a lot of following there as well. And that way it might be easy to share, because I'm not sure, but I think if you share the Bitcoin Ascension video, I'm not sure if it can be seen by everyone unless they're part of Bitcoin Ascension. I'm not sure. If someone can tell me that, that'd be good, because it's a closed group. It's not an open group. And so I might do it on my timeline. Hey, we're relaunching. I'll probably do one in both, to be honest. I'll do one in Bitcoin Ascension for the members, and then I'll do one on the timeline as well, and you guys can go in and comment, and I'll do that after. Hey, we've relaunched after updating our site. We've been going for 6 months, strong. We've paid over 500 people. We've paid out over $100,000 in money in Bitcoin. That sort of thing. We're here to change the world, to save the world. We're an organisation who wants to do that, but we also want you to be able to earn at the same time while we spread the word about Bitcoin Ascension. It's pretty simple. So I'll do that on a live, I think, or something like that, and with Charlie the cat. Well, no, Charlie, you sound asleep. But he's purring, so that's right. It means he's not going to bite me. But yeah, so yeah, we'll do something like that. I think it will be fun. I'll get Tom to do one on his timeline as well at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but as well. So we've got 2 different videos to launch, because he'll be pretty excited too. We both want this up and running and going. It gives us something to really focus on. Once you're running again, because we want to go back to the competitions and having fun and things like that. So I know Elaine's selling gear in the UK, the I Am Bitcoin Ascension. We're just doing T-shirts. She has to find someone for the polo shirts, because the place she was going through, the embroidery was just too expensive, and we don't want to be charging like £60 a shirt or something. That's ridiculous. We're not a rugby team. We're going to find someone a bit cheaper who can do that, and it can be done. So I know Tom's selling all the gear that he's got, and before he starts the I Am Bitcoin Ascension one, pardon me, throat's dry as hell, and but also we're selling all that gear for $10 each. Oh, terrible. And I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to travel around with you. I've got to go get a drink. I'm getting too old. I haven't shaved. Look at, oh God, I'm shocking. Okay, it's very dark in here. I've got to remember where the light switches are. Found it. All good. So, yeah. So, yeah, we've got to sell the gear, the Australian gear. I mean, if you want, you know, if you're paying $10 for a shirt, or even, I think there's a couple of hoodies or something like that as well as some of the other shirts. For $10, it's pretty good. Even if you're in another country, you have to pay like $10 in postage or $15 in postage. You're still getting it for a bloody good price. So, if you are in another country, go for your life. Remember, I think he's selling it for $10 US. So, I think that's even cheaper. I think it's about £8 or something like that. That's better. I haven't taken my antibiotic for the night, but I'm getting better with that, which is good. Now the infection I've got is going away, but it was pretty bad. Scared me a bit, but I'm glad that. Sorry about all this carrying around everything. Oh, there we go. Sorry, Charlie. See, he goes, I stayed here. Yeah, he's a very good cat. There we go. Hey, Charlie. Yeah, you don't care. Okay. Yeah, so I'll check out Elaine's competition. I'm sure she's done a post about it. She hasn't, she should. And the gear and also the co-op's still going. Obviously, we want to build up, because when we relaunch, we want to, you know, hit it hard with the co-op as well, the paid advertising, as well as the normal advertising that we do. It'll be fantastic. You know, we want to build up a bit more money to that. I know Mandy Diamond's going to be donating a fair chunk to the co-op too, which is great of her. Thank you, Mandy. You've always been a big supporter. I've known Mandy a few years now, and she's joined some things that didn't work out too well, just like me, but she's very excited about Bitcoin Ascension. So, and she's given it 100% every single day. So, she's had a good days and bad days like all of us. So, but thank you, Mandy, for the help you give and everything like that, and the support you've always given me with the messages I get from you. So that's fantastic. Okay, that's about it really. I'll be checking in with the. I've got to pick the right time, because back on English time, aren't I? Well, UK time, Welsh time, we'll call it. I've got to check in with the programmer again and see what he's doing, and get that sorted, and give you some more news about that as soon as I can. And that's about it, really. So check out Elaine's competition. Remember about the merchandise. People in UK are getting the new stuff. We want to sell the old stuff for just $10 a pop. You'll get stickers with it as well, whatever you buy. And so go for that. And if you want to know about that, put in the comments here or something that you want that, and we'll get you sorted. And I think that's about it right now. So I'll be back again tomorrow. Terry's back on Monday, I believe. So I've got one more day here to look at. Well, 2 more days, but one more full day here, and looking after the animals, which I love doing. So I'm going to love having a pet sanctuary, I can tell you that. And I've already come up with some ideas to make life easier for when you're feeding the animals and stuff like that. Stuff I want to use, you know, innovation. Love it. All these ideas floating around in my head. It's amazing. It's so noisy. All right, guys. Love yous all very, very much. Keep supporting each other. Let me know in the comments who you think will win the World Cup. It'd be interesting to know. Probably Germany. I don't know. I have no idea. I like football, but I don't actually watch it. But yeah, let me know who you think will win in there. We'll see. We might even do a competition on whoever picks the right winner or something. And that doesn't mean you can comment, you know, 50 times or something. You know, just pick a winner, and we'll see who wins. But that'd be awesome. All right, guys. I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the chat. And stay positive, guys. Things are going great. They really, really are. I'm totally positive about this. I know we're not going down the tubes. I only know we're going to get stronger. So don't worry, okay? Don't worry. Be happy, because I am. You know how excited I get, and I can't hide anything from you. So I have to tell you what's going on. So you know everything's going to be okay. All right? It's not as fast as I wanted it done, but it's still getting done, and that's the important thing. We all know Rome wasn't built in a day. Well, nor was Bitcoin Ascension, obviously. So, and we'll be much greater, and I hope we'll be around longer than the Roman Empire was. And I think it can be. If you get the model right, it'll be fantastic. All right, guys, I'll catch you. I'll say goodbye again. I'll catch you later. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.